there, and welcome to Sotogrande, Andalusia's premier lifestyle destination. This is the playground for the rich and famous. It is super stylish and luxury living is written all over the place. It is a mega exciting event, and if you're into classic cars, you'll enjoy the string of gems arriving in Sotogrande's port immensely. A properly international crowd has turned up for this, and the port is packed with classic car enthusiasts, collectors and fans in general, clapping upon the arrival of each car for having made it to Sotogrande in one piece. There's a really friendly and fun atmosphere with people milling around everywhere. It's lovely. Five events are taking place over 5 days, starting off with the rally arriving here in the port today, which began with a presentation on Seville's famous Plaza de España, comprising of an excellent mix of cars registered pre-1965 and more modern GTs. The arrival of these precious babies in Seville has been a masterpiece in logistics, with vintage cars arriving in Spain's deepest south from all over Europe. From Seville, a caravan of about 100 cars made its way across Andalusia. About 300 kilometers are scheduled for each of the 2 days, either as a timed race or as a promenade.
It was a beautiful start to begin with on Plaza de España. And then we went from Plaza de España to the Sierra Norte of Sevilla. And we arrived in a beautiful palace yesterday, which is Palacio y Jardines de Moratalla. And we arrived yesterday evening in Córdoba, where we had a magnificent dinner in the gardens of Alcázar.
Gosh, this is all very the Italian job, and I'm talking about the original one here with Michael Caine. And what's so stunning is that all these cars are in pristine condition, which is only achieved by love, sweat, and a bit of money, I guess. The drivers and owners enjoy all the attention for their motors, and windswept as they are proud as punch for having made it in the Andalusian heat, which hit up to 38 degrees Celsius when they started off in Seville.
Crazy. For us it's not that crazy because we get air conditioning, but for the other cars it's more crazy than... So Peter Christian, he is the Prince of the Netherlands. He drove it last week on the Milmiglia. Just come back from Milmiglia and right now straight away to here.
Perfect. The weather was beautiful, the road was magnificent, the car did well.
It was unbelievably hot today. We're not used to that.
But we enjoy.
You must be.
It's part of the pleasure.
It's sunny, it's lovely, you've got to love it. But there's more to look forward to tomorrow, as we will be visiting the Concours d'Elegance in the afternoon. This is the official end of the rally, here at La Reserva's clubhouse, where drivers are greeted with a glass of champagne to celebrate. As they're coming in one by one, invited guests mingle with the driver teams after the hard work is done in order to raise their glasses to a successful homecoming. It's time to relax. It's day 4 of the Sotogrande Grand Prix, and we're off to La Reserva to see the private viewing of the Concours d'Elegance. And to arrive in style, we're going in this little beauty. She's a silver shadow from 1973, and I feel a bit like a bus driver with such a huge steering wheel, but she drives like a dream. I could get used to this. Honest, I could. This silver cloud greeted us upon arrival of the show. Wow, it's a breathtaking specimen. Of the 13 models here, among them are also Ferraris, an Aston Martin DB2 Volante, and the only Kellerson in Spain, part of a very few left in Europe. Philip Cantor of the auction house Bonhams International has the pleasure of judging the Concours d'Elegance competition at this inaugural Sotogrande Grand Prix.
We're supporters of the event as Bonhams. We also support the Zoot event in Belgium, so we're gold sponsors here at Sotogrande. We love the area, we love the setting.
Let's hear what he has to say about which criteria he judges the cars by.
The model has to be interesting. I think that's very important. It has to be as original as possible. If it's restored, it has to be restored to a very good condition, but not over-restored, and again be back to the closest the way it left the factory. It has to possibly, if it's a competition car, have good competition history and continuous history, which is very, very important. Be the original color scheme as when it left the factory, and just be in a very, very good presentation overall.
Can you let the cat out of the bag a little? Which model excites you a lot?
Well, here, I think the Hispanos Visa Alfonso 13, which is obviously an iconic Spanish brand, to have this car here at Sotogrande today, a car that belonged to some of the greats of this country, and it's totally original. It's something fantastic to have here, so I think that's certainly going to be a car that will get a prize and deserves one.
The Sotogrande Grand Prix is rounded off by a glittering gala tonight, celebrating the results of the rally and the GT Tour, the Flying Quarter Mile and the La Reserva Hill Climb, as well as the Top Marks and Concours d'Elegance exhibitions. It's been fabulous. Enough to look forward to next year's Sotogrande Grand Prix? For sure, as we cannot wait for more summer sun, great classic cars, beautiful Andalusian countryside, amazing locations in Sotogrande and an all-round brilliant atmosphere during June 2018. So mark these dates in your diary and we'll see you next year. Bye-bye and adios.